Someone once told me that fighting is the easiest way to resolve any conflict. Because think about it. If someone is talking mad shit about you and you knock them the fuck out, how loud do they speak when they're knocked unconscious? Or try hearing someone spread gossip about you after you dislocated their jaw in 2 places, or better yet, if you got a bitch-ass roommate or bigger brother who's always stealing the last bagel, see how easy it is to toast your bread and butter after you've broken their hand and popped out their shoulder now. I know this sounds bad, but it got me to thinking about how interesting the next election for our nation's prime ministers would be if we could settle it with a fist fight. Now, I'm not thinking red and blue mitts, 4-box rings, Las Vegas showgirls, and all. Nah. Because I know that good old Martin would write some checks with his mitts to give some more credit to his jockstrap, so fuck that. I'm thinking a real fist fight. So stick the next batch of prime ministers in an ironclad cage in Syria with Mar Harar as the judge, and watch them fuck that shit up with a selection of mace, knives, switchblades, samurai swords, and pistols. Not fuck pistols. I'm thinking an AK-47 with silver triggers, you know, a gun that's got some balls, and put some hand grenades in that bitch too, and watch them fuck that shit up, fighting to the death, because then we know that the prime minister would really die for his country. Yeah! And with all the money that he wins from putting bets on the fight, he put that shit back into the healthcare system to the nurses that need it, so that when I'm in the emergency room with a sprained ankle or 2 bullets in my chest, I won't have to wait 13 hours just for the doctor to come in for 1 sentence to tell me, take 2 Tylenol. We wouldn't need to divert our money into the bullshit military that doesn't even exist, by the way, because our prime minister would be so down for taking out all the troops from Afghanistan, even the troops that don't even belong to us, so long as he can take on the entire country with his bare hands of some Bruce Lee style shit, take on the whole world on some Rambo type trip. In fact, our prime minister would be so sick, we can make the United States of America our big People would actually vote come election time. They'd be filling out so many ballots that we'd run out of trees with 2 prime ministers in the cage fighting for democracy at its finest. That shit would be on pay-per-view worldwide. And let's see how interesting Canadian politics would be. Unlike when I was in high school, and that shit made me fall asleep, but not now. Right now, I'd be fucking proud when I can finally call this nation multicultural. When for the election 2010, the winner would be a big motherfucker with roots traced back to Ghana, with his name tattooed on his back and Big Tyrone, who's got a master's in economics, a PhD in psychology, and an agenda that can only be ripped out from the pages of the revolution itself. Next in line is a skinny cat named Lopez, who generally goes for the eyes. You know he's got some balls after working 4 jobs just to put himself through college. Learn from what the streets gave him so he can stay away from the guns and drugs that run rampant, because yes, it actually isn't a problem when in TO just a few years ago a boy was being buried in the ground when another was being shot right down in front of a church. Because in a time where prime ministers would wage the weight of the world on grappling hooks and fucking bazookas, there'd be no need for violence because they do that shit for us. But more importantly, the politicians would realize who's actually in power, the people. Because if at any moment in time the prime minister decides to go back on his word, fuck with his promised agenda, or raises or introduces a new tax of any kind, we'll send his ass back to the cage with a new set of candidates with iron fists and knuckles, just waiting for election time.
Judges, are you ready? Hey! You're not judge now. I have a 8.7. I have a 9.5. An 8.9. A 9.8. And a 9.8. Give it up for Deejay Morales. Tell people we good? Oh, excuse me? I heard 25 seconds over time. Well, least you got a standing ovation. You know what? I've been here, I didn't even get a standing ovation.